Good morning! I hope everyone is having a fabulous Wednesday so far. It's not morning anymore, it's noon. I keep doing that. I am having the hardest time getting moving in the mornings. Actually what it is I end up like getting up and checking messages and stuff, and then I I get distracted with that, dealing with all kinds of stuff, and then I'm like, oh, I need to do my makeup still. Oh yeah, that. And I'm still on coffee too, again. So, I don't know. But, thank you so much if you're jumping on live with me. I really appreciate it, and hopefully you can. Always feel free to ask questions. And if you are a replay watcher, I really appreciate that as well. Go ahead and click on subscribe and you can catch my lives live. I will give you guys a couple secs to jump on. I already did today, for today's look, I already did my foundation, already did my brows, because we're saving time on that. You've seen me do it like a million times. And this eye look is going to be like a nude version of what I do with sort of my everyday eye look, I guess, if that makes sense. So just to tell you what I'm using on my eyes today, we have number 38, which is Cream Boat. We have number 40, Taupe for the Best. That's what I use on my brows. We have number 34, Pineapple of My Eye. We have number 28, Ashen for Trouble. We have number 26, One Night Stand. And we have number 27, La Vida Mocha. And this is just something that I put together today. I'm not even 100% sure that I'm going to use all these colors, but they seemed like really good colors to use today for this. So we're rolling with it. And then, hey Danita! If you guys want to stick around towards the end, I'm going to touch on a surprise fall trend that I'm not sure I will do any other time other than on this video. So, pop on and say hey if you're here, especially if you're new to this broadcast. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll go ahead and get started on my eyes. Like I say, foundation's already done, brows are already done, of course concealer and powder with the foundation, whatever. So I have my pointed blender here. Are you shocked? It's my favorite brush, like we could do one without it, right? So I'm coming in with Ashen for Trouble. So this is going to be a very neutral eye and a somewhat lighter version of what I generally do on my eyes. And we want it to be like, I don't even know how to describe this. Okay, so it's not going to be like as nude as yesterday. Thanks, Danielle. Hey, Jamila. It's not going to be as nude as the eye that I did yesterday, or as bare, or as natural, or whatever. But it's going to be somewhat light, somewhat barely there, but like smoky at the same time. You'll see what I mean. At least in my head, because I haven't actually done this look yet anywhere else other than this video. So you're watching it for the first time. So I have this vision in my head of what this is going to look like. And here's hoping it turns out that way. So this is the Ashen for Trouble. I'm just going right there on my brow bone with it. If you don't have hooded eyes, I have hooded eyes. If you don't have hooded eyes, you can go in the crease, of course. I have hooded eyes, so if I go in the crease, it's not going to show. Nobody will ever see this color. It will never see the light of day. So, oh, thanks you guys. I kind of like this, like, braid thing. It was kind of fun. This is, confession time. This is yesterday's curls. And so I was just kind of like making something out of yesterday's curls today. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate you watching. So, okay, so there's the, what did I say? Oh, One Night Stand on the brow bone right there. I'm going to come over with, and this is really going to get blended out, so just so's you knows. Like the tiniest touch of La Vida Mocha. Sorry, I was trying to decide what I wanted to do. And then I'm gonna like kind of dip it in Hope for the Best. So kind of mix those colors for this outer V right here. And we're gonna blend the crud out of it. So it's just like a little bit of depth and not really anything to write home about as far as being there, if that makes sense. So same thing over here. Like I say, I'm kind of winging this look today, so hopefully it kind of turns out somewhat like what I envisioned in my head, like a smoky nude eye. Okay. So same brush, because it's, you know, when you've got an obsession going on. I'm going to come back in here with the Ashton for Trouble again. And just like kind of on the tip. And I'm bringing it under the eye. And sort of smoking that under eye just a little bit with a lighter color. Not a dark color, just a lighter color. Sorry, my contacts sometimes, like, I don't know if they like decide to gravitate in my eye or what, but like you gotta kind of like roll your eyes and get them back in place. Everybody back where you belong. Well, Alyssa, I guess I could show you my old 18 well palette. Anyway, I've had these eye colors, and I use several different eye colors forever. That's the basics of it. It lasts a really long time. They don't run out very fast at all. But the cool thing, if anybody's watching that's unfamiliar with these palettes, the cool thing is, like, when you run out of a color, say you use this color like every flippin' day, but this color only like, you know, twice a week or whatever, and you run out of this color, you don't have to like replace the whole palette. You can just replace that color because they're all magnetic. You just like poke out the hole in the back and pop the new color in. So if you're unfamiliar with our palettes at all, if anybody's watching that's unfamiliar, that's kind of how they work, which is, I think, pretty dang cool. So now I'm coming in with Pineapple of My Eye and just my large shadow brush. And this is a color that I don't really use that often, and that's why I wanted to use it today. Very, very, very pale yellow color. And I'm just tapping it on and then sweeping it across, because we're going for a very, very nudie neutral eye. Okay, so now I'm taking my pointed blender again. Actually, hang on. I had another step that I had in my head. So tapered eyeshadow brush and cream boat. I'm coming right in under the brow. There. Now my tapered blender, and I'm just gonna blend the crap out of this so that it all kind of like blends into this like very nude, light, but semi-smoky eye. And I know that all of those probably don't really belong together in the same sentence, but that's the goal that I had in my head, and so that's what we're rolling with. A little bit of smoke, very nude, neutral eye. So lots of blending involved in this particular look. Okay, so do I use brighter colors very often, Carrie? Not, I guess not on a daily basis, but when I feel like playing, I do use the brighter colors. And actually, tomorrow I'm planning on doing a colorful look for you guys. So it should be fun. Might be a little entertaining. I'm really excited for it though. So I'm taking my smoky liner brush and going in La Vida Mocha. And I'm going to line like the outer corner of my eyes with it, right next to the lash line, and just pull it in right there just a little bit, almost undetectable. This is a rather light, like matte brown liner, so it's not going to be like a heavy liner look. It's just going to give us some definition and a little extra smoke to the look. Okay, so that is, you know, I told you I had a vision in my head. That's pretty much what I was thinking. A little bit of a smokier nude look. Not quite as smoky as I usually go. A little more smoky than yesterday, a little darker than yesterday. If you saw yesterday's, if you didn't see yesterday's, feel free to go back and watch it. Yesterday I pretended that I could be basic with my makeup, and it's so hard, but I think we pulled it off. So I'm just going to curl the lashes because, just like brows, my brows and my lashes, nobody plays nice together. Nobody is the same shape or has the same curve or anything. So it takes a little work. And then mascara. Then I'll do cheeks and lips for you. But who have you guys researched? Throw up some hearts if you're here and you actually have like researched or looked into any of the fall trends for this year. Makeup trends. Or clothing trends, I guess. Any trends. A couple people have, yay! So, tell me, what what trend have you seen that you don't feel like you would ever freaking do? Like, ever. Like, I would never even attempt it. If I did attempt it, I am almost positive I would not walk out of my house like that. What did you see? Any trends that you just didn't appeal to you at all? Because, I mean, come on, folks. It's the runway. They kind of do some funny shit there. They get a little wild on us sometimes. A little interesting. Glitter. Oh, sensitive eyes. That's a good point. If you have sensitive eyes, you might not want to go with the glitter trend. It is a pretty trend. I do like that trend. I'm actually, I'm planning on doing a look with glitter for you guys too. So I'm really excited about that one, because I don't use glitter very often. You guys probably see the bulk of my creativity here. So blush number 4, it's like this pinky peach with a little shimmer to it, and just my angled blush brush, and I'm just tapping it on there and tapping a little off because it's a very pigmented blush. But I just wanted like a nice flush to my face today. I did not even use my bronzer, which is a staple even through the winter for me. So, lots of strange things going on. Hey, Erin. So that's my blusher. And lip color. This is the Nude Eye Bold Lip look that I'm going for today. So I am using our Enduring Lip Color in Sugar Plum. And if you can see, it's like this like well, it's like a plum color. So we're going very bold today. Sorry, it's so hard. I actually basically use my phone when I'm live, or my video camera, as my mirror. So it's very hard to get a precise line. So, but there is the fall trend look, your nude eye and your bold lip. And I kind of told you guys the other day that like that's sort of like a rule of thumb for me. Like if your lip is going to be bolder, you want at least like a neutral eye and maybe slightly less bold. And vice versa. If your eye is going to be more bold, more colorful, you might want like a more neutral. There we go. We're back. Neutral or nude lip. So, but rules are made to be broken, of course, as always. Sorry, I was like staring down at my little hotspot here. I have it like sitting right next to me because I was concerned about the connection today. And I was kind of glaring at it like, how dare you cut me off. Anyway, so there's the trend. I hope you guys like it. Thank you. I am not always like a bold lip type of girl. Not really at all, usually. So, but there you have it. So I appreciate you guys watching for this long. And I hope you learned something. But throw up some hearts, lots of hearts, if you would like to see a more off-the-wall trend for this fall, and the one that I might not ever do again. Because I will do it for you guys right now if you throw up some hearts for me. Okay, let me find the palette that I'm looking for to do it. So, in studying fall trends, I noted there's lots of different things, you know, little things like the bold winged liner, stuff like that. Lots of fun stuff. And there's always, it seems like there's always something from, you know, because a lot of these trends come from like the runways and stuff like that. It seems like there's always something that I look at it and I'm like, no, that's not, there's no way you can make that wearable at all. And so we're going to kind of recreate one of those right now. And I'm going to show you. I haven't attempted this either, but I got to take off my brows here in order to do this. So I don't know if you've seen